Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cantina Corner Podcast, where you come for your fun entertainment and hanging out with us on Wednesdays here while we're recording. But obviously, you already know what to fucking do. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that like button on there, or dislike, whichever you prefer, whatever floats your boat.
Hit the like button. We'd prefer that.
We prefer it, but we also believe in
here.
Yeah, we believe in your freedoms and your freedom of choice, whether you like or dislike or anywhere in between. But yeah,
But if
definitely
it's your own choice, we don't like it.
It's true. That's also freedom too. Yeah, and then also check us out on Facebook and make sure you follow us over on there to get all the updates on when these episodes come out, as well as YouTube. So that out of the way, what is up, gentlemen? We got Troy back here with us again, and Nick is back with us. So we've got everyone in the same fucking room.
That's what, so we talked it out.
We
got the internet
settled their
back
differences.
Yeah.
No internet issues this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? Like when you guys were doing your football episode before we started doing this, my power cut out here. It did like the whole turn off, turn on like immediately and shut everything off. And I was like, oh, great. If this actually stays out and I have to say something, I'm getting heat through text messages. It's going to be nothing but shit.
Dude. If I wasn't safe, you ain't safe.
Facts.
But yeah, so anything you guys do fun over the weekend before we get into random shit? Anything interesting?
You don't want to know what I did.
I do want to know because I don't get to talk to you guys or do anything on the weekends because that's when I'm working. So I'm curious.
It's really nice. I'd like to keep it that way for,
All right. What about you, Troy? Unless you want to be a smart ass to me too.
I'm debating now. No, anime. That's all. Anime stream. Hang out with the wife. Went for a walk. Was a responsible homeowner.
And a responsible husband.
What a basic bitch.
I know. That's why you're not the first one to share in the classroom. Get judged.
Listen, basic bitch ain't bad. It's pumpkin seasons, dude. Pumpkin spice season. This is the time to be basic.
I'm an October baby, so it works.
October.
This is actually my favorite season, honestly. Fall's like the perfect weather.
It's not bad.
If I can go somewhere and live where it's just like this all the time, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's not. I've grown to love it. I used to get real bad, like depressed when it'd be fallout and shit, but it's not bad. I actually enjoy it a lot more now.
Yeah, I guess I would think that too, but I'm always depressed, so it's just
that's just my life every day.
That's his secret. He's always depressed.
You learn to live with the darkness.
My lights just flickered again.
I know how that is, dude. Living in Cleveland, it's fucking awful. Sometimes you see the shit flicker on off, and you're like, well, let's see what happens. I might not have power until tomorrow afternoon.
Not today, ISIS. Yeah, no, I didn't do shit over the weekend except work. That was it. Work. And then finally bought and downloaded the Diablo 2 remake. So I've been playing that, which has been very, very nice and refreshing to actually go back down that rabbit hole. Because I know we talked a little bit ago about like releases, like remakes and whatnot. They actually did a good job on that one. I'm not gonna lie. Like they polished it off pretty nice. And one of the cool features that they did with it was they also included the original, which they called legacy mode. So at any given point, you can switch back and forth between the new look and the original look, and which I thought was really cool. You could just flip of a button, just boom, boom, back and forth. So kind of a nice touch to like show some love to the original game. Be interesting. Actually, that's a good question. If there would be a game that you would want a remake of that they've done or haven't done, where it showed and did that, like classic mode to like the new fancy mode, what game would you like absolutely want to play the original, or at least have that capability on like current stuff?
Pong.
Fucking Pong.
3D Pong.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like truly classic. The first ever.
I feel like one of the most drastic would be either one of the Resident Evil remakes or the Final Fantasy VII remake. That'd be like a drastic change going back to like what it was.
That's true. That's true. What about you, Troy?
I'm a basic bitch. Probably Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2.
It's something that I was die hard on, and probably still by far needs to be remastered, especially for the Kai community.
Yeah, I could see that. God, it's been so long since. When did Modern Warfare 2 fucking come out?
2008.
God, I was in high school.
Yeah,
I graduated that year.
Same.
Graduated. Uh, 2009, November 10, 2009.
Yeah, that was close.
Man, that was a while ago.
I was out of high school doing nothing.
That's when Eminem dropped "Lose Yourself," and they used that for the
Jesus.
intro or the trailer.
That
Honestly,
makes it feel longer.
I know, but
That's what she said.
no, but that definitely with the way how Modern Warfare 2, it was basic, it was fun. You could kind of rage, but you could fuck around.
Learn language.
Those were the old school lobbies that were the best too.
All right.
Yep.
You want to
That-
learn some shit talking? That's who you were.
Yeah,
Fucking,
you better not be
oh, yeah.
soft. That's for sure. That game was definitely not meant for softies.
No,
was-
not at all.
What was the one clip I saw where people were playing like the I forgot which Modern Warfare that they redid that they were playing online, and it was like a TikTok where he's like trying to yell at him because he was so mad, and then he's like, oh, I can't say it. And he's like, God damn it, you made me a racist. he's like, you made me racist. He's like, that's bullshit. Getting so angry. It's the best way anyone's ever approached that. Like, I want to say it, but I can't. It's like, you made me racist. That's how angry you made me. I am now a racist.
It was always hilarious. The little kids in those lobbies that'd be just talking mad shit all the time. It's like, dude, you're like 10 years old. Shouldn't you be in bed or some shit? Like,
Well, do you remember? This is, you have to probably dial back in your memories. Do you remember the JPEG kids, the fake JPEG kids, where they would threaten to boot you offline and like take your account if you didn't give them Microsoft points or whatever?
just
you
some
guys not have
extortion
the
going
problem?
on in the COD community.
Oh, I just remember, playing like S&D or like Free for All or like any of those game modes, and like you'd hear like someone getting real salty. It's like, oh, if you kill me again, I'm hacking your account, and like you just hear some little kids like, no, please don't. I promise you, I'll stop. Good times.
I was actually trying to look that up when you
Stickers
were
like
talking.
me.
When you were talking about it, the JPEG kids, all I typed in was Modern Warfare JPEG kids in Google search. And the first article that came up was Call of Duty Modern Warfare shows dead kids in extremely violent child soldier mission.
Jesus.
What was it called? Am I saying the wrong thing? Is it JPEG or it was basically jailbroken Xbox 360.
Oh, okay.
What?
And they used to, there's tons of people that make those videos on Fortnite where they'll like fucking do that trading system, whatever it is. And then they like steal all the kids' guns. And then these kids are like crying, screaming bloody murder. And they're like, my dad works for Microsoft. You don't know what you're doing. I'm going to have your account banned. And the guy's like, okay, go for it. Like, I don't care.
That's why you don't give your information out to randos online.
What kills me is like back in the day, like we're talking, it was more vicious. Like young kids were fucking vicious. The
Yeah.
vocabulary that they had, I was like, what is your life? Like what is your childhood right now? And then you come on today and they're just either like trying to ban you or block you or like, submit you in for hacking or cheating or crying. And it's like, what happened to fucking
I know you go in the
some
lobbies now.
stones?
You feel like
JPEG,
you're
that's what-
overly vicious. Like,
I never
It's
feel overly
JPEG, not
vicious.
JPEG.
this is like I was raised in these fires, and now you try and bring it back, and these kids are just like,
I have a feeling we're gonna hear it again. And when Halo comes live, when we finally get to do that live, I feel like you're gonna get some classic chat. We're gonna be hearing a lot of old school Halo phrases and insults, and that's honestly the game I'm excited for. But I'm excited to see how it is playing with like the community of Halo people. That's gonna be interesting.
I got a
"When's this
prediction
supposed
for
to be
you.
coming out?"
What's the prediction?
Well, when's Halo supposed to be coming out? Do you know?
I think December. Or is it either just? I think it's December, right?
Isn't it like the 29th? Let me look it up. It is initial release date November 15th, 2021.
Oh,
Google's-
is it Battlefield then? December then?
Maybe. I know Battlefield's doing their open beta here in October, but that's all I know is that's from like the 6th through the 9th. But you only get the last 2 days to play it unless you pre-ordered it, then you get the full, days that they're doing beta for that.
Right.
Yeah, this is out in November apparently, unless they push it back. I thought it was pushed back, but
Halo
All
Halo
what's
will
your
be dead
prediction,
by
dude?
February
I can see it dying off.
unless there's a BR.
Yeah. I saw Nick Merckx talking about that. He made a comment where he was like, yeah, he was talking about, you know, the state of gaming and, you know, because Tim left to YouTube, so it was like in that conversation or whatever, and how the games are shit these days. And he's like, you know, everyone's talking about Halo. Obviously, we're all excited for it. He's like, it's going to be great when we all get to play it. And he's like, no one's going to remember it. He's like, unfortunately, it's just going to go by the wayside fast. He's like, it'll be fun for the first couple weeks, and then it's going to disappear.
Yep. Once that nostalgia kind of leaves.
Yeah, the only thing that I think is going to have people hold on a little bit is because they're the first game to do a battle pass where once you buy it, you never have to pay for it again. Like you can, and if you ever miss like battle passes, like say you join the game and they're already in season 2 and you buy that one. If there's items in the previous season that you didn't get a chance to get, you can spend extra money if you want to go backwards and buy that one to still attain those items. But when you start, you're good for the life of the game. And they're the first ones guaranteeing that that's like a thing, not where you have to like earn enough points to get to the next one. Because say you're on season 2 and they start season 3, but you haven't finished 2, you can still stay there in 2 without like skipping to 3 and just progress and get everything from 2, then go to 3. So you don't have to worry about like forcing you to miss shit, which I think is actually kind of a cool thing.
Kind of like their attempt to keep the player base around after the novelty wears off.
Yeah, because then people don't have to worry about it. But also, if no one's pressed to play the game, they might just say, fuck it, I am in no rush. I'll just play to it when I get to it, and then they'll forget about it.
I mean, do you think it could be also a consideration that the Halo OGs are now older and they may not have as much time to game?
Yeah, that's
so
my exact thought.
Availability to, you know, get all those battle passes completed and make more sense. Instead, you know, they're pushing towards their OG community than their newfound community, possibly.
Yeah, I could see that. I could. I mean, it's a generational thing, you know, with like these games coming that are still coming out and all this shit. Like for instance, the Diablo 2 remake. Like I was watching streamers that are prevalent, big streamers, younger than me, most of them that I was seeing that are playing this for the very first time, and how like they're talking, like a lot of them were like, oh, this game's kind of basic. There's really nothing special about it. I'm like, this game's almost like 20 years old. Like, I mean, it just got a new coat of paint. Like it's not, they didn't reinvent the wheel with the game, and it's still a great game, but because they're comparing it to what we have today and they're sitting there bad mouthing it, it's like you weren't around when it was the thing. Like that's like one of the top 3, if not the top thing Blizzard has ever put out, arguably one of the top 10 RPG games ever made, like online wise, when it comes to like that genre. But because they weren't around then, they're not going to have that nostalgia. And you're probably going to have, you know, Fortnite kids bitching about how Fortnite's still better than Halo and Halo's an old man's game and it's, you know, nothing's changed. It just depends on where you landed when you started gaming in your life.
Stupid kids.
It's a guy from Fortnite.
Oh my God, I hate that shit. What was it? There was the one TikTok where the kid did that, and then it shows this dude like grabbing his keys, and his wife's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "Hold on, I gotta go beat some little kid's ass." It's like walking outside.
That's in that one.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, we're getting into this era now where you're getting a mix of current and old, but they're putting them together, and they're still making them both new. And it's, I don't know. I'm gravitating more towards the old school stuff these days because the new shit is trash.
Yeah.
Fucking what did Tim Dillon say? That word that I liked when he was talking about something.
Bird dogs?
No, not bird dogs.
You're not wearing bird dogs. What the fuck are you doing?
Heinous. It was heinous. We're getting is heinous. It's atrocious. Yeah, you know, you just want to. I'm not going to steal his line. I have too much respect for that man. I was going to quote him, but I ain't going to do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, you need to hear it from Tim Dillon himself.
You got to hear him talk about sheath underwear. Oh, so good. Great underwear. After you hear his ad, you'll want to buy 20 pairs.
Yeah. And the CEO, he's a hero.
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
He's a true patriot. If you want to know why, go listen to Tim Dillon. You'll hear about real patriotism.
Yep.
Well, since we're talking about video games, are you guys even interested in Far Cry 6? Like, do you guys ever play most of the Far Cry series?
I wasn't
or any
interested in Far Cry 2.
Mm-mm. I never played any of them. Like, they look okay, but I've never had any interest in playing any of them.
Okay, they're actually pretty solid games. I mean, did you play any of them, Troy, or at all?
I played a couple back on my buddy's consoles, but besides that, no. I personally never owned any.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I fell out of the series a while ago because they kept pumping them out, and I think I stopped at 3, which was on the PlayStation 3 when that released. I mean, they're good, solid games, good storytelling. I mean, the action's always good on them. It's a fun game to run through, but I don't say it's a need. I mean, the holiday season that we're getting into right now with what's coming out, it's pretty bleak. Like, I don't. When was the last time you guys can remember where we had like a hard hitting holiday season when it came to like a lot of good titles dropping?
Probably back when Modern Warfare 3 got released, 12, 14.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Wasn't that when did Battlefield? When was the last Battlefield release?
Battlefield 5.
I may be way off. Yeah, when did that get released?
That one got released September 4th of 2018.
That was the World War One Battlefield.
No, that was the one
No.
after it.
Oh,
The one where they.
It's been a
put
while
in-
since we played Battlefield,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battlefield 1 was when the Xbox One was like still a new thing.
Yeah, Battlefield blows. Let's just call it what it is.
I mean, that's personal opinion. I
Yeah.
think it's great.
Outside of the World War One Battlefield, I haven't played any of them. I only played that one because I was like, how many games really go back to World War One? It was pretty sweet.
That's true. It's kind of why
Still
We're getting-
blows.
No.
I don't think so. I think it's a great game. I love Battlefield.
I mean,
For sure.
great is a pretty.
Isn't he a
pretty
fan of that
high.
Justice League Schneider cut
He's
shit?
a fan of a lot of dumb shit.
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster, fucking.
I did
Kung
find that
Fury.
you could watch not
That one wasn't
Velocipaster.
too bad though. I can't blame him on that one. That one, it was funny.
We'll have to show Troy Kung Fury one day.
It's only a half hour long. It's the best short film of your life.
Is it? What's it
Yeah,
on?
I mean,
It's free on YouTube. Like the guy who made it was this independent dude, I think from like Sweden or whatever, and he made like the most satirical like 80s ninja cop action movie, and it's meant to
Okay.
be absolutely ridiculous and funny.
Oh, it is, yeah.
And he was originally going to put it out to like be made as like a full movie, didn't get enough money through his GoFundMe, so he had enough to make a 30-minute short instead of a full length film, which he was going to sell. And he decided for all the money they put into it, he would just give it to everyone for free and just threw it up on YouTube.
I mean, it's smart. You make some of your money back at least with monetization.
Yeah,
Smart
so
move.
he just figured, free to the internet, because they at least got that much to do that, and he looked at that as like an appreciation and just gave it back to people. But it's fucking hilarious. So funny.
yeah.
Like for instance, he kills someone with a tank. He picks up the tank with one hand and then he smacks it on someone and then says, "Thank you." Like bad one-liners like that.
It's awful.
When he tries to act hard, he's like, "Thank you." It's like, well, what?
It's
All
so
right,
awful, but fucking
I'll have to have
hilarious.
Cody send me the link tomorrow tonight.
Well, and it was he killed 2 Germans because they
All
were
right, don't
arguing
give away
about.
the whole story.
I'm not. That's just one scene. Kills 2 Germans arguing about who has the better Hitler stash and who looks more Aryan. It's good.
You'll love Triceracop. He steals the show.
I'm not gonna say anymore. I'll give you the link after this because it's really easy to find.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, gaming's gonna suck this holiday because I was looking at new stuff. I know I just picked up New World. Cody, before we did the show, was reminded me that had come out, so I bought that and logged into that real quick, and that looks pretty interesting as far as like MMOs are concerned. And I think Cody, when he mentioned it to me when we were talking, it's like a beefed up RuneScape with like the play style of it. I don't know if you guys, either of you know anything about New World. I know I was talking to Cody about it. It's the new MMO.
I know a little bit about it. I've been watching a few streamers play it, but that's about it.
Okay.
Seen pics. That's about it.
I mean, I looked it up. It's like Cody said about the RuneScape thing. There's really no classes. There's no classes, no races. You just go in, you do what you need to do. And as you're picking certain things and weapon styles and whatnot, your character adapts to that play style. So it's kind of like open-ended. It's like a true open world type of situation. From what I was reading. So I'm excited to get into that. That's going to be fun to play the next 2 days, even though my PC can't really handle it. I put it on medium.
The queue times are like 8 hours long.
Yeah, when I logged in before the show, it was like, "Oh, you're one person away in queue." I was like, "Cool," and then I got in.
Really?
I don't know if that was like luck or what.
I don't know. I just saw yesterday Twitter and TikTok was just blowing up about it on the queue times being like 20,800, in queue.
Well, I know it released yesterday because I looked up the date because I was like, when did it actually come out? And it was yesterday. So I can imagine yesterday it was fucking hell. Because when I went in today, about half hour ago, all the servers were medium to high capacity. There was no low server within the thing. And there's a shit ton of servers, a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to play that. Resident Evil 4 just got a VR port.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, Oculus Quest 2. It's supposedly an exclusive to them, but you can replay Resident Evil 4 in its entirety, all in VR. It was totally reworked, so you can do it. Which I'm going to try to get it on my VR, but it's not the wireless Quest one, so I have to figure out how to do that. But the gameplay looks really fun, and obviously they're doing a remake of that too. Eventually, I think that's in the works or something like that.
I heard they were remaking 4. That'll be a sweet one to remake.
Yeah, especially the setting that it's in, and like those creepy towns and villages and stuff. They could really do some good horror stuff there.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was pretty much it about video games. I know we talked about it before. Oh yeah, like we mentioned before we started this episode, Star Wars Visions. I know I just got all through today. Obviously, before we get into any opinions or reviews, well, not opinions, but I want your review first. Like 1 out of 10 as like a whole. I know certain episodes or whatever because they're all different. Like 1 out of 10, what do you guys think? For obviously I know Troy hasn't seen it yet. So Cody and Nick, what do you think?
I have to finish the last 2 episodes, I think. I can't remember. Like I was saying, The Elder was the last one I'd watched. I can't remember if that's episode 6 or 7. But overall, even for some of the lesser episodes, I almost give it a 10. I'd give it like an 8.5, almost, somewhere right around there. I just absolutely fucking love this Star Wars anime. I know every show's it's by a different anime company and stuff too. So like everyone's got like kind of different art styles and stuff, but I'm fucking enjoying it. It's great. I think well, I'll let Cody answer, and then I got a question though too.
All right.
I give it like an 8. 8 out of 10. Only because some of them just like totally lost me.
Yeah, there is a couple episodes, where it's like, but overall, like it's phenomenal.
There's a few. I mean, I'll let you ask your question, but there's a few I'd like to see like those studios get like their own series. But
yeah, like the first episode, that studio
Yes.
would be fucking sweet.
them probably. I think it was the 4th or the 5th episode.
I like the third one with the twins.
That one wasn't bad.
That one was
I like
okay.
that one.
I like the plot and premise of it. But
Okay, before we do get into that, then,
Yeah.
are you guys watching it in English or subtitled?
Japanese subtitled.
Yep. How about you,
I
Cody?
didn't even know that was an option.
I didn't even think about it till I started watching it, and
First thing
Alyssa,
I
my
looked for.
girlfriend, that's what she threw it right on subtitles. Was like, yeah, this is nice.
And yeah, I didn't even look at that. I just hit play.
Yeah, see, make sure, Troy, when you watch it, Japanese with English subtitles. Like, and I know on Disney Plus, I had to go through in my settings and actually switch it for
Yeah,
both
you do.
the audio
Yeah.
and the subtitles.
The website I use, not promoting anything, gives you the option of either one if it's provided. Do you guys want to know the official review on My Anime List, which is like the biggest anime list? The official rating for Star Wars Vision is 7.4, and is ranking 1,915 currently, and it's pretty high actually popularity with 2,800. So
Wow.
with it just getting released, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, especially for my anime list. And I know on Rotten Tomatoes, they critics gave it a 95%, and I know the
Shocking.
audience score was lower. Well, yeah, I figured it was going to be high on that. Let me see. Visions, Tomatoes, Star Wars Visions. The audience gave it a 77, which is kind of where I was at. I was like at a 7 or 8 out of 10 in my opinion of it, because obviously certain episodes lost me. Some of them, even though they weren't like horrible, I just was bored a little bit. But I did like the originality, and I really like the studios, because without looking, I wanted to see if I can guess what studio. I was like, oh, these guys must have made this show that I've watched. These guys, and that was cool. And I did like the animation and the art style differences. Even if the episode's boring, I stayed for that.
Yeah.
just because I appreciated that. And the music was on point for most of it, actually having, which was weird. I have to say, when you've got licensed Star Wars music, that they have access to, and you're seeing it in an anime, I was like, it was just this weird thing to like hear and see.
It was dope how they changed some of the music around, the melodies.
Yeah, they were like altered or remixed or whatever. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And I don't want to ruin too much because I know Troy's going to see it. I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on, what you thought of it.
Ruin. I forget easy.
The fourth episode, The Village Bride.
That one's not bad. That one was pretty good.
That one was good too.
The one right after that, I think, outside of the first episode, is probably my favorite too.
The Ninth
one
Jedi.
Right after where, he summons all of them, and then they end up being. So I was like, that one was fucking sweet.
Yeah, the storyline on that one was sweet.
Yeah.
The one after that one was absolutely brutal.
I love these anime fucking the lightsaber battles are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then all the different like fucking katana shaped lightsabers. Oh my god, give me more of that.
Dude, that's why
I fucking love it.
That was the only episode to give me like an actual like emotional like goosebumps, like fuck yes, was The Village Bride when she says I'm a Jedi and turns her fucking saber on, and it's like the guardian of the temple fucking yellow, and it goes up in like a katana. I was like, oh my god. I was like, this girl's a fucking badass.
Oh, that shit was great.
Yeah, it was
so good.
It was very original, and that's what was refreshing. Even the stuff that was boring, like even the second episode, the goofy one with the concert on Tatooine or whatever.
At least I made it through that one. I did not make it through the second goofy one.
That one, just assuming you're talking about the one we were talking about before, the TOBI or whatever, that robot,
the droids and shit.
That one, I agree. That episode was kind of but I loved the artwork in that one. The artwork and just the colors and just the animation and everything in that one. I really liked that one. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Even if you hate the episode, you can at least enjoy or appreciate that, because all these studios, these studios that made these are like most of them are like the top tier big name studios in Japan. So I mean, these are heavy hitters making this shit. Whether you enjoyed the episode they made or not, like these are top tier anime producers.
Yeah,
which I thought is great because it gives them spotlight, and really for people who don't watch anime and may watch Star Wars, with the plethora of people in the world that know about Star Wars, it opens doors for people to actually see anime and be like, oh, it's not retarded, like it's not what everyone makes jokes of, or like porn or hentai, or
it's not domestic girlfriend.
No, yeah. That's special breed. Okay, you got to graduate to that. You got to graduate. You can't start there.
I don't know if that's a graduation, dude.
Yeah, that's a different movie, dude. I have a question. Since you're the fucking anime expert, what was your favorite one?
My favorite one out of the whole thing. From what standpoint? From a Star Wars standpoint or anime standpoint?
Your standpoint.
Give me both. Yeah, your standpoint. When you were watching it, you were like, man, that was just perfect.
For me, honestly, if I had to go animation, because I'm partial, I like the animation for this because they did Kill All Kill, which is I love that the studio that does that. They did the third episode with the twins, and I love the possibility of that like storyline actually being fleshed out with like.
I did like the storyline in that.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool to push out because of how they came to be, what they were meant to do, the fight that happened. Like you could turn that into something. And I think the animation for that is great because it is very fast paced and visceral. So when stuff's happening fast, I love the chaoticness of the drawings because it gives you like that crazy, like, oh shit, they're really moving this fast because it's like all over the fucking place. But then when it slows down, you get a more clear picture. And it's just, I don't know. I love that episode the most because both things came together for me, and I thought that was the most solid, even though other ones had great moments. Like the Elder was fantastic, but that one was just for me perfect.
Yeah, the Elder was pretty good.
That one was sweet.
I say episode 1 and episode 4 were my favorite.
That I was gonna say, going to Adam's point about like what they could maybe flesh out more of off of some of these stories, I feel like the first episode they could definitely get into like kind of an origin of that dude.
Yeah.
That was like protecting the village tonight, because he doesn't ever say if he's a Jedi or a Sith. He's got obviously a red blade, and then he opens up his whatever the fuck he's wearing, his cloak or whatever,
his garb.
And he's got all his garb. He's got all the red kyber crystals there, and it's like it's still not necessarily clear what this dude is. That was one where it's like I would love for them to flesh out that story more if they were to do something like that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree. There was a lot of mystery in like what he is, why he was there.
Yeah.
There was a ton of mystery with his character. But that episode was dope.
It was good. And that one too, at first, the animation was kind of like, I was a little like leery at first because it was like the shading and everything. It looked like it
was like pencil almost drawing like, fucking anime.
Yeah,
it was fucking
they
awesome.
intentionally like stopped short of filling everything in. But after like probably not even 5 minutes in it, I was like, I'm really digging the way they did that artwork on that one.
And I loved that
fucking good.
The only thing color was either the lightsabers or the blast from the rifles.
Yep, that shit was so
dope.
good.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, since I just thought of this the other day, because I started buying the Dr. Squatch soap, and then me and my dad saw that they do the Star Wars kit online, so we had it come in the other day. So we've got the Star Wars Dr. Squatch soap, and it's got all the different stuff in here with the different types of soap.
Pine Tar is the best, just saying, but
so you get the Only Hope soap, which is the Kenobi one, the Wisdom Wash, which is Yoda, Dark Side Scrub, which is Vader, and then the Ruthless Rinse, which is fucking Jesus Christ, Darth Maul. So I'm excited.
Are they original scents, or are they just reboxed and repackaged? I wonder.
No, they're original scents. Like they only have these for this. And what was it? The Kenobi one was like bentonite clay, 0 grit bar. Then you've got the Yoda one is lotus leaf, 0 grit, and of course Darth Vader's his scent is sand, heavy grit. I love the inside joke on that. I hope that's what they meant to do. They gave fucking Anakin the sand one. Of course, and gets everywhere.
Yeah, for someone that hasn't watched the anime, I actually, while you guys were speaking, I re-watched the trailer because it's like my 4th time rewatching the trailer. It gives me a lot of reminiscence of my wife's favorite anime, which is actually a movie, which is Spirited Away, which is kind of ties into what you're saying, where they don't go super detailed and they almost keep like more of a static, flat tone. But with the anime fight scenes, it seems like they put a lot more of the detail, because like your traditional, like, or not traditional, but a lot of your animes, they will bring a lot of emotions with like basically essential chicken scratch, where like you'll have a lot of lines in the face. Everything's exaggerated significantly, but you can tell significantly that they very much prioritize over a lot of their fight scenes, which is probably by far the hardest to animate.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
from what it looks like, it looks well done.
It's dope too that all 9 episodes are just a different studio. It's a total different feel. Every episode's totally different feel. Like and it's like immediate too. You're like, oh, okay, this is totally different.
Yeah.
Especially episode 1 to episode 2. You're like, this is totally different. That episode was badass. This episode's for a fucking child.
Yeah, it pretty much was.
I don't want to see child version of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little weird. See him like he's a little short.
He's like 5 foot tall. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was well worth the watch. If anyone listening or watching, you haven't watched it yet, and you got Disney Plus, it's worth it. I mean, each episode's 15 to 20 minutes. I think the longest episode is 20 minutes flat. So I mean, that's as long as you're going to be in for one. I burned through it. I watched them all back to back, obviously, because we were going to talk about it. But I mean, it's an easy binge. It's not even a binge.
Took
You're
me
pretty
2
much
nights.
watching. Yeah, you're watching like an hour and a half movie, basically, or less time than that. So highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Do they stick with the? I'm kind of curious because it's Disney technically making it. Do they stick with like the traditional outline of an anime where it's like 5 minutes intro, 5-minute outro?
No.
Or is it just?
I mean, it's like right into
source
it.
Material. All right.
Yeah, they just dive in because they've only got that much time to work with. So it's just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
like you're in.
Honestly, that's awesome.
That's what I feel like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, all I was gonna say is because a lot of times with traditional animes, a lot of people, including myself, skip a lot of the outros or intros because they ruin most of the show because they give you too much information.
As I say, that's like the twin one. Yeah, they were like literally right into it almost immediately.
Yeah.
That twin episode. That one was. It was like it felt fast paced from start to finish.
Yeah, that's kind of adds some mystery to every episode too, because it's like they give you just enough to fill you up into where they're at, but you're like, damn, like is this gonna go? Like, I want to know more about how we got here and where we're going. So
yeah, unfortunately, I would love to see a continuation of this in like, manga, form, or even novel in some ways, but obviously it would be probably manga because, Japan had, the control over making this stuff. But being that, the license is probably not going to get like let go to do something like that, there would be possibility where they can make a shit ton of books off of these stories, and it would be interesting. People would buy them. I'd buy them.
Yeah.
But because of the licensing issue, I don't think that'll ever happen. So this will probably determine how Disney goes further with stuff like this. I would love to see them go into more obscurity because they've been doing it with Marvel, doing the What If series, which I stopped watching because I'm just gonna wait till it's done and then check it out when I want.
Not that good. Not that good. It's kind of eh.
I mean, it's not that it's not that good, but I just, because it's not canon and it's whatever, I don't feel compelled to have to watch it. Like I could probably read up the stories online and be fine. Like the only episode that I really, really loved that I could watch like over and over because it was just cool to watch was the Peggy Carter one where she becomes, Captain America or whatever the fuck her name was in that. That one was good. But I just want to see them do more stuff because this anime shit that they did was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yes,
really cool.
I almost feel like it's a way for them to test out storylines to see what hits like with the fan base to bring into like an actual live action storyline and stuff like that. It's a good way to test waters on certain things.
So is everything original content then, or is it kind of goes off the movies?
Absolutely nothing to do with any Star. You could just not know what Star Wars is and watch these. They are their own original 15-minute stories that just take place in the Star Wars universe.
And that's an interesting concept since, like how Adam said, that they don't have a manga off of it because normally that's the original source material. So that's interesting off of a animator point of view to base everything off of. So
it's literally its own thing. So that's why I said it. Even if it's not every episode doesn't hit you right, it's fresh, it's original. Like even the second Goofy episode where it's a concert on Tatooine. Tell me why I had more fun watching that, even though it wasn't that like, I didn't care to watch it. I was having more fun than watching the new trilogy movies. Like I was more entertained watching that than that. So I mean,
those ones sucked, but I get your point.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, do something original and fresh. Like, let's get away from all this other stuff. Like, let's get some Revan shit in there. Let's do something cool. I don't want to have to wait for Revan in a remake of a game that came out so long ago. I'll be there for it.
This is why I've been trying to tell you guys, you gotta watch. You had to watch Rebels.
Yeah, I need to watch Rebels.
Guys gave me pushback for so long.
They get to it eventually.
Fucking 4 seasons of greatness, dude.
Yeah, your cartoons that you tell me to watch until we'll trade cartoons. You watch what I watch, I'll watch what you watch. How about that?
First on his list is Domestic Girlfriend.
No,
I was gonna say, can I prove through that?
Hey, I told you it's an easy binge, just like Star Wars Vision. 10 episodes, you're done in a day.
There you go, dude.
And you're more cultured for it.
I'll definitely have to watch it over the weekend. I got time.
It's a good watch, man. I'm telling you. And the manga goes further than the series.
Thank God.
It stretches out more of the characters.
Oh, I'm sure they stretch.
I was gonna say pun intended. Like I always say, man, you gotta watch bullshit. You miss out on things. Like I found out one of my favorite movies and its sequel that they came out with, because the original was in the 80s and the new one came out a couple years ago. Samurai Cop 1 and 2 is on Tubi TV app for free. And I watched both of them and it was fucking great time. My dad's like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Just look." And he's like, "That guy didn't say that. That's like horrible audio dubbing." I was like, "I know, right? It's great." It's like that's the point.
Is it horrible dubbing like what the hell is that? Fist of Fury? Kung Pao? Yeah.
Yeah,
but is it like that intentionally bad dubbing?
It's not intentional. This movie, the original, was meant to be serious. Let me give you some backstory on this. So it was meant to be serious, but it was supposed to be like a low budget, like Lethal Weapon film, because both the main characters look like, shitty off-brand versions of those guys, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. And the director, the Japanese director who did this movie here in the States back in the 80s, couldn't get everyone back when he didn't have like certain scenes or editing done. So he had to he decided to voice over himself, different characters with different accents, but he's a Japanese dude trying to voice over like American dudes, Japanese guys, all this different stuff. And it sounds horrible. It even sounds like this guy's sitting in a room with echo all over, and it's just bad. It's super bad. Even the main character had super long hair for the entire movie. Thought the movie was done when they wrapped for the shoot, buzzed his hair off for something else, found out he had to come back. So randomly through the movie, you see him with real hair in a shitty wig. It's I turned it into a drinking game once. So I was like, every time you see that it's the wig, you got to take a drink.
That's funny.
And it's like this like mane, because he has like good long hair normally, but the mane was just like it's so bad. And he's wearing a baseball cap on top of it to like mush it to his head. I'm telling you, it's gold. It's gold.
Golden.
Have you ever seen Money Heist?
Isn't that the one with Eddie Murphy?
No,
Or-
it's
What?
A movie or a TV show from overseas. It was really popular. They're the ones that like had the vendetta mask and like with a little mustache.
Money Heist 2000. Oh no, that's a series.
Yeah, I don't think I ever seen
It should be. It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. Netflix, Money Heist. Yeah, it's just coming up with a 5-season series.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sad, dude.
Yeah, that is it. Regardless, I don't know the original location. Spanish. So Spain. It was made and they put audio. They dubbed it, and I didn't realize it was dubbed. And the dub was so bad that you could see them lipping everything like a second after. So it just naturally in your brain was like, I think every single time I watched it, I thought my TV was lagging. Like the audio was like going faster than the actual like lips. It was weird.
But it makes it entertaining sometimes. Annoying, but
Oh, it is,
entertaining.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like there's another scene in that movie where they're doing a car chase.
Bro.
Maybe his power finally went out.
Is it okay?
Oh,
I was like, wait,
goodness.
did I freeze this time?
Thank
Notice
God he's
too.
out of here.
Notice too, you gave me shit about my internet and all that last week, but I haven't had one problem since I got this upgraded here. So
Hey,
What is that? Is that a 3D printer?
right there,
Yeah,
yeah, that's one of his
Okay.
like 5.
3.
Nice.
He's got
One's
3.
completely out of commission. I stepped on it in the middle of the night and fucked up the bed.
Well, what do you normally print?
Just random shit, really. I got like these
This
little
Buddha
like,
Boba Fett.
yeah, Star Wars Buddhas. Whoops, just dropped them.
That's actually lit.
Just random stuff.
I kept on eyeballing. I wanted to ask you, but I didn't want to talk over everyone.
But now
Like
that
the
Adam's
info.
frozen, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I really do wonder if his power did go out.
Almost.
It might have. It probably did.
I mean, he could just hop on his phone temporarily off mobile data.
We're better off without him.
Fair enough. You're the boss.
I'm not the boss, man. I'm just here.
I'm
just here
no,
to have a
that's-
good
That's
time,
my
man.
line, guy.
It's a collab.
It's a collaborative effort.
So, what are you both sipping on right now?
Liquid Death, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't that the sparkling water?
It's
They
not
They do have
sparkling
sparkling
water.
water, but this is just the normal water.
This is normal mountain water.
So, I kept on saying that. Well, what's their campaign or
It murders your thirst.
it murders your
There he
thirst?
goes.
Yeah. It murders your thirst. You got to go on YouTube and look up some of their ads, their commercials and shit. Oh, they're fucking great. It's some of the best like marketing you'll see for anything.
Hashtag not an ad.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
definitely
not
an
a-
ad, bro.
Would love their sponsorship if they give it to us. Absolutely. The shit's delicious. Which I'm gonna go do the same.
Oh.
Since Adam's out, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me another fresh can.
Well, I'm gonna go grab my.
Uh-oh, there he is. He's back. Hey.
Hey, did you end it?
Buttercup? No.
Good,
We're
good.
live. We'll do it live.
Thank God for solid state drives, right? Fast and back in business. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh,
damn,
he's
he's
back?
back.
He's back.
I told you. I was like, it might happen.
What you got
Might
there, little
happen.
White Claw? Mango?
Yeah, bring the inner white girl.
There you go. Hey, bro, I sell those. I drink them. I knew as soon as you grabbed it, I knew exactly what it was.
I mean,
It's a Wednesday, man. I can't get too
Get
crazy.
too turnt.
I'm enjoying the Blue Moon, the light sky version they
Get that
made.
fucking shit
I've been
off my
wanting-
camera, dude.
I've been wanting to try that.
It's garbage.
good.
Shit don't sell at all. It really
I
doesn't
don't
sell
care
at
if
all in the stores.
I don't care if it sells. I just want to care what it tastes like in my mouth, dude. I don't give a shit what it sells.
Well, it doesn't
Refreshing.
taste good, dude.
It's
I haven't
refreshing.
tried it yet, so I don't know that.
I do.
It's brewed. It even says brewed with tangerine peel.
Yeah.
Oranges included.
That's all you need to know.
It's actually pretty good, honestly. You want like a light beer? Not bad.
I'm always a fan of Blue Moon, so probably
Yeah,
something I would like.
I'll take a shandy.
that's why I want to try it. I mean, yeah, Shandy's delish too, but
Delish.
this is
Actually,
delish.
I'd rather have a fucking liquid death, dude.
It's true. Liquid death.
You know, those assholes need to send me my shirt. God damn it! I've been waiting forever.
Forever.
I'm trying
need
to
to
get
order
a, I'm
some-
trying to get a hoodie from work.
Do you have to order it, or could you buy it at the store? Liquid Death.
You can get it from the store.
Don't they do it at like Whole Foods or something?
Everywhere.
Oh,
Alright,
'cause
good.
Does that show you that I never leave my house?
Well, you're an introvert, so
Hey,
True.
feel it.
True.
you and
Nick's
Nicholas
like-
are one and the same when it comes to that. Work and
It's like,
home
Nick,
Yeah,
Nick's
but
like, I
Nick
take that
has a nice
personal.
beard.
to the
I'm
store if
just-
needed.
Oh, thank you. That's the first time somebody's complimented me on that.
See, I'm here for you. Us
Thank you.
introverts that stick together.
I like this man.
oh,
Yeah, even though
Yeah.
you ditched him last week.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
it's true. Like him so much, didn't even want to crowd his space. Gave him room to breathe. I want to cramp his style, man. Respect this man. He likes my facial hair. I actually got told today I have a hockey beard. I don't know what the fuck that meant.
Is that 3D printed? No.
Yeah,
That's
Is it?
dope.
It could be.
it's not, but it's
No.
holding my liquid death.
Noise.
It's fitting. I still think Liquid Death's best fucking commercial when you were showing us those was the one where that chick's waterboarding somebody.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that shit's
Amazing.
great.
Amazing.
I
You looking it up?
watch one. I have to watch one.
You have to.
They're the best. They're
There's an
so fucking
anime
good.
commercial, dude.
Oh, bet. Let's go.
Yeah, their
Death
commercials
commercial.
are top tier.
Anime right here. All right, let's go.
I never thought that a water company would make me want to buy water over such violent and horrible commercials.
Yeah.
It got me immediately.
When I pitch this stuff in stores, I'm like, I have a very aggressive marketing campaign.
Super
Ye-
aggressive.
Is this just to make Kyle? Honestly, is this just to make the Kyles of the earth drink water?
Yeah, don't drink Monster, drink liquid.
Because I'm
death.
I'm watching the cartoon one that you were saying. This seems like a Kyle overload.
I'm going to Amazon right now and ordering some goddamn Liquid Death.
Yeah.
No, dude, buy it for my work.
That's what I got my own personal like vendor, Liquid
Yep.
Death vendor.
How do I do that?
You send me the money, I get the cases, I will ship
Then
them
you-
to you,
Murder
Okay,
Your Thursday.
done
Honestly, that's
deal.
a great slogan.
and it's
You tell me-
cheaper.
I'm totally
is
down
cheap.
for it.
It is. I don't know how well this will do for our advertising or sponsorship pitch, but it is cheaper going through Cody than their website. I will say.
But if we get a sponsorship, we'll tell Cody to fuck off. So
Yeah,
just, you know,
absolutely, absolutely.
we'll sell our souls.
Hey,
to
either
corporate
way,
sponsors.
I'm getting their product out into the world. So,
Yeah, that's true.
by thine own hands.
yep. So,
I never thought I'd be ordering water off the internet.
Worth it.
Can you imagine? You think I feel so bad for third world countries? They can't even find water, and I'm like, boop, water getting mailed to my house. Like,
I'm
it's
actually
fun-
trying to find it cheaper too.
yeah, like I've got choices, and I don't know what to do with myself. Like I'm arguing here. I don't know. I want groceries. Boop, send food here. I ain't getting off the couch. Water. Boop.
yeah, it's pretty fucked
Oh.
up.
It
Think
is.
about it.
It doesn't make me feel good now that you brought that up.
Every
Well,
time
while
you're
we're
drinking
talking
that
about this.
water, you're drinking American privilege right there.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
First world problems.
Oh, dude. What other products are like that? Now I'm thinking about that.
I think it's sparkling water. I'm on their website right now.
You looking up
I'm
everything?
curious, man.
The sparkling water is the black can, which is dope.
I do want to try that
The
sparkling
white
water.
can is the regular
Normal
water.
spring water.
Yeah.
You should look at their plush toys they sell. They're fucking hilarious.
Shut up.
They also
They
have
sell
a baby
plush
name
toys?
creator. If you and Brittany
Yeah,
are thinking
yeah.
about having a kid.
Plush toys.
Since I named my baby, I forget what the name was. It's something fucking ridiculous, but
I want to try
Alright.
that liquid IV. I heard that was pretty good too. Those packets are basically like to help you not be dehydrated.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be like the equivalent of like 3 full water bottles.
You could just
They
drink
have their
3
own
full
vending
water
machine they're
bottles.
selling it for
Yep,
only.
it doesn't get
for-
absorbed in your system.
Oh, the vending machine for like 6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
What? That's kind of lit.
Could you imagine going into your game streaming room and fucking there's a fucking.
I'll
That's
put
what I
it
want.
there.
I will put that bitch
There you
right
go.
here, and I will get at least 3 liquid deaths of podcasts.
Holy
we need to get you that sponsorship.
Hashtag
I
ad.
need to see this.
yep.
We're just gonna fucking spam their inbox. You hear that, Liquid Death? Other shit. There's so much stuff you could buy on Amazon for water.
Who cares about
But
other
none of
waters,
it's
dude?
good.
They have psychedelic water.
What?
Yeah, it says
Probably doesn't work.
Probably not.
it says 12 fluoride ounce hibiscus plus lime.
Yeah, it don't work.
What?
And then there's one called blackberry plus yuzu. I don't know.
Cluzo, dude.
In other words, it's fermented water. Got it.
Yeah.
All it is.
Drained through the armpits of hippies everywhere into bottled bottles of water. Vegan, gluten-free, GMO-free.
Also, actually, I have a
25
bunch right
calories.
here.
Oh, you do? Promoting water.
Because I
Yeah, I
just
want-
don't throw shit out.
You're a hoarder, dude.
I am. This is the box. Like Troy.
It's fucking awesome.
Best part is the back.
That's really cool.
So I kept it. And this hole's here. And it's like the moon because it's like the bottom of the can when it's full. It's pretty dope.
That's cool. I thought it was a glory hole.
Easy.
You said not me.
Isn't an anime.
Those are in trucker fucking gas station stops. That's real life.
I want me some glory hole.
I mean, let's be honest. Adam, do you know what Rule 34 is?
Rule 34. It sounds really familiar. Like not even in a joking way.
Yeah. Well,
I do.
if you're anim, don't look it up, please.
Yeah, look it up. Apex, it's fucking worth it.
Loba,
Yeah.
you saw the TikTok?
Fuck yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this? I'm about to look this up too. now.
It's totally worth it.
Anime.
Oh
It-
yeah. I know this. Okay. Yeah. Now
Oh
it's
yeah, I know this. Of
It's
course I looked it up, dude. Loba's got a fucking donkey. There is absolutely no reason that the developers need to give her a fucking fat dumpster like that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they did.
You know how pissed off Blizzard was with what people did to the fucking model characters from Overwatch, all the female characters, what they did with them. You can go look on Pornhub, and it's high quality animation, like it was made from Blizzard themselves. That's what trips me up because you watch it, you're like, was this them? Like, are we being trolled right now? Like, this is a disgruntled employee that was fired and was like, I'll take your IP and fuck it all to hell.
Man, you are in some sick shit, bro.
I'm not. I just like I do research, man. I like
Appreciate
to-
the art. I
He's
do
cultured.
research.
He's cold.
Yeah.
He's got a wide palate, dude. All right. Get off his back.
Research and development, dude. Are you wearing black leather gloves when you're doing this research?
Yeah, and I put in the man hours. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I would expect nothing less.
I got my liquid paper around here somewhere.
I got my liquid death.
We poured liquid death on a bee. It died.
Yeah, I couldn't keep any of those boxes. I'd have too many stacked around, which I'm going to probably need an order soon here, Cody. Probably next
can't wait
next
to
Monday or Tuesday.
can't wait to go to work when people, because all we're allowed to have is clear water bottles on the floor, and I'll be like, "You guys want some real water? I got a guy. You want real water? I know a guy. Gotta get it shipped out of state, discreet packaging.
Talking that real water, bro.
Best water you ever had in your life."
Anyways, Troy, yeah, you should try it. Liquid Death.
All right.
That's Cody's way of saying, "Adam, you're not funny anymore. I'm going to transition to somebody else."
Let's move on, dude.
You know what, Cody? I would love to buy your water.
Good. Thank you.
There you go.
This man's out here whoring out H2O.
He just
Good
keeps
shit.
the people hydrated, dude.
That's right. It's good shit. Then you don't need a liquid IV, dude.
That's true. I don't. Why, when I'm looking up water, it's all water, some coffee, and then I get phenolzin organic herbicide total vegetation and weed killer concentrate. Why is that? It's like, no, you should drink this. Do us all a favor. drink.
Should we do it live on the podcast?
Let's get a reaction video going.
A
Watch
review
him
and
drink
taste
that.
test.
We'll react it.
Yeah, I'll take one of the one chips. I'll sit there and I'll marinate it in the weed killer. Be like, "You want extreme? This is fucking extreme, brother."
This episode brought to you by Monsanto.
Brought to you by the suicide hotline. If you're having thoughts of hurting yourself or others, please call us. 1-800 don't fucking listen to Adam. That's all it is.
You don't even need to call a number for that.
No, don't do it.
It's the opposite of Nike. Whatever Adam says, do the exact opposite. Y'all wonder how Tide Pods became original. All right. I went viral.
You started the craze? Like, this looks delicious. I'm going to eat this.
Hey, man, you put certain colors together and it looks tasty.
I was
That's all.
going to say, dark royal blue and that orange, that just hits different.
It's pleasing.
It's pleasing until you're eating it and you're like, fuck, this is Tide.
I mean, it's Gushers, dog. It's Gushers. That's all it is.
That's all it is. It's soapy Gushers.
Extreme gush.
Exactly. It's fine.
You know the Gusher commercials where it shows them like about to explode and then juice goes everywhere? This one's like inverted because you're just melting from the inside. Some little kid, "Mom, I don't feel so good." Oh, it's like that fucking what's that commercial where it was for a product called Nap Time? It was like a satirical commercial where it was like,
yeah.
sprayed the secret nap time formula into a cloth, just hold it over your kid's mouth and he'll be asleep no time. It's like, this is chloroform.
Wasn't there a point towards the end of that commercial where they're sitting there, the guy's in the rocking chair, and the girl's like, "I feel pregnant again." He just punches her in the stomach.
And then goes back to watching TV.
Yeah.
And then they had the dream sack, which was basically bagging their head and like pulling the shit. Like when you're on the go and the kid's like freaking out and she just sacks his head and pulls it back and he's just like in the back of the car losing his mind. Oh, we're gonna have to watch that after this. We have to show Troy this shit. It's so good. That was around the time when I was watching those Living with Jigsaw and Working with Jigsaw, those videos. Where it was like how it is to live with them.
I think I've seen those actually.
Yeah, where he goes in the bathroom and he's like, it's not as fun living with Jigsaw as you think. And he goes to his bathroom and he's like, "Hello, Steve." He's like, "Do you want to play a game?" He's like, "No, really. I want to take a shower and go to work." And there's like a pause and he's like, "The floor has been covered with razor blades." And it's all like fucking big shit. All of your portable electronics have been stuffed in the toilet, which is now clogged. You have 30 seconds before all your devices are ruined.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
He feeds his car keys to the fucking dog.
Yeah. Kill your best friend or be late to work for the 7th time this week.
That reminds me of I'm probably gonna butcher his name, Tom Ska. If you guys ever seen his material, he's really old YouTuber. Basically, he's like the one that made like he basically honed in like the stick figure animations, like really cheap animations, but like one-liners like throughout like a 5-minute video.
Oh, like the old school stick figure stuff that they used to have, like on Newgrounds and shit.
55 wasn't that a stick figure? 55.
Oh, it was his. It's his original. Like a lot of people mimic him now, like his quick artwork. But yeah, basically those comedian bits are kind of remind me a lot of Tom Scott, which he's been doing YouTube probably for like the last 15 years, 10 years, whatever.
Tom Scott.
Yeah, he's got 7 million subscribers. Damn.
Well, I'll be.
Okay, I think I have seen his stuff. Some of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, this looks familiar. Subscribe.
Okay, really funny guy. A lot of his a lot of his stuff kind of goes in that ballpark of really stupid one-liners throughout like a 10-minute video. 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, some of these look pretty funny.
Like the quick popcorn popper.
After the podcast, I'll have to pull up a
It's
couple
simple,
for you.
Fred.
The quick popcorn popper?
The quick popcorn popper.
What?
You ever seen that Mad skit? There's a Mad TV skit. Frank Caliendo being John Madden. It's simple, Fred. You open the butter packet. Get this motherfucker open.
I was
That's a
actually
hilarious skit.
Speaking of football and John Madden, I forgot who fucking quoted it the other day where they were talking at work. They were talking about the replacements, and all I heard was like them talking about it. And I like loud as shit in the break room. I was like, I think that guy's smoking on the field.
That guy's smoking on the field.
And I was like, what made that scene so great is not that he said that, but it's fucking John Madden of all people that's like actually saying that shit. No, seriously, I think he just flicked a cigarette out on the field.
That guy's smoking on the field.
Give me the ball and I'll kick the bloody fucking piss out of it. Oh, such a good movie. I don't know. I run out of shit to talk about. So unless you got something or anything.
I'm good, bro.
You want to show that can one more time? I'm already on top of it, Nick. Where's that can? You trying to use subliminal messaging? Liquid Death, people. Definitely check that out. I know we're not sponsored, but hopefully one day. But it's that good. You need to.
If we do this enough during our videos, maybe we'll get sponsored. We just, keep talking about it, keep flashing the cans.
Yep.
Oh, my camera won't even. There you go.
Hard seltzer.
Yeah, that's my contribution.
There you go. And then, of course, I've got my Light Sky Blue Moon, which is delicious.
So delicious.
So delicious.
My camera's so out of focus now because I had that thing so close.
Yeah.
You just murdered your camera.
But this is so fucking lit.
It is pretty dope. The most badass water on the planet.
Gotta
Hands
breathe,
down.
like, slowly.
Fix the camera. Stay on target.
Well, you just gotta do the trick.
What?
You just gotta do the trick. You put your hand over your camera lens and it goes because it auto focuses or that.
Now, there we go.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Well, now that everyone's camera's fixed, thank you, gentlemen, for another lovely podcast of me trying to be funny and 50-50 shot. Usually it works.
Thank you for leaving this podcast for about 5 minutes, so we actually had some productive time.
I would say that was the highlight of the show tonight.
I agree.
What about you, Troy? Outsider opinion. I want brutal honesty.
Fantastic. Totally on the ball. Everyone was focused. Good work, boys. I enjoyed my time here. Thank you.
GG's.
He's like, go team.
Go T.
All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us. Bullshit and talking about some stuff. Hopefully you've had a good week so far. Hopefully you have a good rest of your week. I will be doing, I know I didn't do last week. I didn't do It's Been a Long Week episode. I had some shit going on, so I didn't get one out, and I didn't want to put out crap. So I will be doing one this week on Friday. So you can listen to me on there. Probably on Saturday when it's posted, you'll be able to hear and watch. And then definitely check out these guys, Cody and Nick over here doing their sports corner stuff. They've been doing their waiver wire picks for, football fantasy and everything. So definitely check that out if you're in NFL fantasy. Highly recommend. They do a lot of breakdown of people and opinions on different players. So good stuff there. And then as always, Troy Deranged over here, check out his stuff. I'll let you plug your own stuff because I'm not going to get it properly right.
All right, go follow me at Cantina Corner on YouTube, Facebook,
God damn.
and Twitter. Love ya.
Again, he's so fucking humble. But yeah, definitely go check him out on Facebook. And yeah, you all have a great fucking week, and we will see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.